Today's topic is morphology of flowers. Morphology of flowers is a science deals with form and structure of flowers. What is flower? You all know. Flower are the reproductive part of the plant. It is the reproductive part of the plant. Means without flowers, sexual reproduction is not possible in plant. These are flowers. Without this, sexual reproduction is not possible in plant. Now come to the structure of flower. Structure of flower. Structure of flower. Flower is attached to the main stem, mother stem. From this part. It is known as pedicel. That means this is the stalk of the flower. It connects flowers to the mother stem. Pedicel is a part of flower which connects flower to the mother stem. Pedicel is the part of flower which connect flower to the mother stem. Then come to next part. Next part is, in fact, flower consists of 4 parts. Number 1 is these small leafy structure. Take one flower. It is easy to understand. These small leafy part. Many leafy parts are there. Take another flower. These small leafy part. These are known as sepals. These part is known as sepal. These are small leaf-like structure. Small leaf-like structure growing at the base of the petal. These are petals. See, these pink color is colored structure is petal. These structure growing on the base of the petal. In this flower, it is more clear. Base of the petal. These green structure at the base of the petal lies in the form of whorl. ये whorl की तरह है. They form the outermost whorl of the flower. Collectively, these sepals are known as calyx. सारे सेपल मिल करके बनाएंगे कैलिक्स. Then come to the next part. These pink part. These are petals of the flower. These are petals of the flower. Function of these sepal is to protection. It protects flower undergrowing flowers. That means main function of it is to protect the flower before it blossoms. जब ये bird stage में होता है, in the form of bird, it protects flower before it blossoms. Protection of bird. That is, protection of bird means protection of flower in its initial stage. Come to the petal. Petal are these colored structure. So in petal, this layer lies just above the sepal layer. This layer lies just above the sepal layer. Come in this flower. Just above the sepal layer. White in color, pink in color, and they are often bright in color. Its main function is to attract pollinators. Attract attract pollinators. For the purpose of pollination, pollinators such as insects, butterflies, etc. attract pollinators to the flower. Collectively, these petals are known as corolla. So, corolla are the petals in collective form. Corolla are the petals in collective forms. These are petal. These are petal. एक साथ सारे पेटल हैं. These are corolla. These two parts, sepal and petals, are known as non-essential part of the plant. Non-essential parts of the plant. Essential parts of the plant. Because they are not directly involved in the process of reproduction. These parts are not involved directly in the process of reproduction. Process of plant reproduction. Next is the essential part of flower. Essential part of flower means which are essential for reproduction of plant. This is the main purpose of flower. Come to the essential part of the flower. Essential part of the flower means those parts which are essential for reproduction in plant. These are, number one is stamen. These are male reproduction part. Male reproduction part. Come to this. See this structure. Flower. Flower. Long thread-like structure. On this, small head is found. This long structure is known as filament, and this structure known as anther. Function of filament is to attach anther to the flower, and the function of anther is it is the head of the stamen, and it is responsible for producing the pollen. It is head of the stamen, and its function is to producing the pollen, which is to transfer to the pistil or female parts of the same plant or another plant for the purpose of fertilization. That means structure of male part that is stamen is long filament, and small head that is anther. Filament attach anther to the flower, and anther produces pollen for the purpose of pollination or fertilization for reproduction. That means stamen are the male reproducing part. Many stamen are collectively known as androecium. Androecium is, and in one flower many stamen are seen. Many stamen. These are collectively known as androecium. Androecium. And this androecium is structurally divided into two parts. That is, first is filament, and another one is anther. And filament is a part that is long, cylindrical, and attached attach the anther to the flower. Anther to the flower. Whereas anther is the head of the stamen, and it is responsible for producing the pollen. Producing the pollen, which is transferred into female part and produces, which we will learn in another chapter. Next essential part, that is female part, is pistil. Next essential part of flower, that is female part, is pistil. Pistil forms the female part of the flower, and a collection of pistil is known as gynoecium. Collection of pistil is known as gynoecium. Next essential part of the flower is pistil, which is the female reproductive part of plant. Collectively, pistil is known as gynoecium. Pistil is a form of female part of flower. A collection of pistil is known as gynoecium. Take a flower. In the middle, female part of plant lies. Female part of plant. Not very clear in this flower. So flower is very small and it is clear in this part. So come here. Structure of pistil. This is the female reproductive part of the plant. This is known as cup-shaped structure. This is known as stigma. The purpose of this part is landing place for pollen. It is the landing place for pollen. Landing place for pollen. यहाँ पे पोलन आकर के मेल पार्ट से पोलन आता है, आके गिरता है. एंड दिस पार्ट इज नोन एज स्टाइल. This is the structure of pistil. Pistil is female reproductive part of flower. Style hold the stigma in position and connect it to the ovary. It holds the stigma in position and connect it to the ovary. That means hold the stigma and connect it to ovary. And the third main very important part is ovary, under which ovule lies. Ovary is the swollen base part of the pistil. Ovary is the swollen base part of the pistil. And ovule are female gamete. After fertilization, they produce embryo. So, androecium and gynoecium are the essential part of the flower because it is directly involved in the process of sexual reproduction in plant. Next part of the plant is thalamus. It is the terminal part of the pedicel on which condensed axis of the flower or floral parts rise. That means on receptacle or thalamus or torus, whole part of flower rise. अगर हम ये सारे को हटा दें तो जिस एक्सिस पे रहता है, जिस पार्ट पे सारे पार्ट रहते हैं फ्लावर के, दिस इज नोन एज थैलेमस. Let's have a glance at different parts of flower. Different parts of flower. This is the sketch of flower. Thalamus, on which every part of flower lies. This is female part, reproductive part, stigma, ovary, ovule style. This is male part, anther, filament, collectively known as stamen. This is petal, sepal, and this is the overall structure of flower, and this is male reproductive part, this is female reproductive part.